Painting on a large scale is not simply a matter of making everything bigger. It changes the entire relationship between the artist, the surface, and the idea itself. When the canvas expands, so does the thinking. Every decision becomes more physical, more deliberate, and more difficult to undo. It is more about establishing direction than account control. Artists often start with loose sketches, small studies, or vision notes to understand composition, balance, and emotional intent. These early marks act as a conversation with the future painting rather than a strict blueprint. One of the biggest challenges in large scale work is proportion. When feels balance on a small sketch can suddenly feel empty or overwhelming when expanded. That is why many artists constantly step back, observing the work from a distance. Distance becomes a tool. It reveals the surface, rhythm, and mistakes that are invisible up close. Mistakes also behave differently on large canvases. On a small surface, an error can be corrected quickly. On a large one, it becomes part of the physical history of the work. Instead of hiding mistakes immediately, many artists learn to evaluate them first. Sometimes an error becomes a new direction. Other times it is gradually absorbed through the layers for adjustment. This process leads to one of the most important aspects of large paintings: patience. Large works cannot be rushed. They demand the breaks, pauses, and moments of separation. Stepping away from the canvas is not a delay in progress, it is part of the process itself. Returning after time away often brings the clarity that is impossible to achieve in continuous work. Another key method in large scale painting is testing ideas before fully committing to them. Artists often use the smaller studies, color tests, or partial compositions to evaluate whether an idea holds the visual strength. These tests act like checkpoints, preventing the larger works from becoming visually unbalanced or conceptually unclear. As the painting develops, layering becomes essential. Large surfaces allow for depth created over time, not just through detail but through accumulation. Each layer carries evidence of previous decisions. Even those are no longer visible, this creates a sense of history within the artwork itself. Ultimately, painting large is not about scale alone, it is about perspective. It forces the artist to think differently, more differently, move differently, and see differently. The canvas becomes a space where the physical action and mental decision making merged. At the end, a large painting is not just an image, it is a record of process, patience, correction, and discovery.